giant oysters, crabs the size of cars. This wasn't survival on a deserted island. This was a beach vacation. We had just eaten our fill, and we ran into a herd of wild goats on the mountain, along with a bubbling active volcano. We were about to cook the lamb in the lava when we heard shouting in the distance. We rushed to the shore and found 3 more people had washed up on the island. The 2 women were still breathing, but the sailor was already bloated. After they woke up, we learned the younger woman was named Eileen, and the older one was her aunt, Polani. Their boat had been wrecked by the storm, and that's how they ended up here. With the ladies joining us, the 5 of us worked with a lot more energy. One day, the captain led us to explore the island, and we stumbled upon a cave hanging off a cliff. There were ropes on the rock wall for climbing, so it looked like someone had lived here before. Without a second thought, we climbed up and found the place filled with all kinds of pirate gear. Sam even found 2 big bottles of liquor. In the corner of the cave, Sam discovered a thick book, a diary from the last century. A sailor had once been stranded here and stayed for a while. The cave had plenty of fresh water, and there were trees everywhere to build a shelter. It was almost too perfect. We moved all our stuff over and started chopping down trees to build a boat, getting ready to leave, but our tools were still pretty rough, and chopping was painfully slow. Sometimes it took days just to bring down 1 tree. At least with men and women working together, life wasn't too boring. One day, we found a crate floating on the water. Inside were all kinds of useful modern tools, mirrors and hairpins for the women, guns and bullets for the men, and even a map and a compass. On one of the guns in the crate, we found an engraving Nautilus. The cook told us the Nautilus was a giant submarine, one that could easily sink a warship, but its captain, Nemo, hated war. 8 years ago, Nemo sailed his submarine and vanished somewhere in these waters. Now it looked like his sub might be nearby. With these useful tools, our efficiency went way up. One day, the cook grabbed his homemade fishing rod and went fishing and accidentally fell asleep on the beach. Just then, a massive shadow slowly crept over him. The cook opened his eyes, and he jumped up in terror. In a panic, he led that thing straight back to camp.